Hey family. I think that's just all I'm going to say now is hey family. Doing a whole lot better. Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about music. All right. So much for the human drama because you know there'll be more. So I'm taking a minute here. I'm chilling this afternoon. I got a gig tonight with Dreama. Stoked. We're playing with Delicate Steve. I've played with him before. But we're also playing with this guy from Sierra Leone, Africa, called Janka Nabe. Have you guys heard of him? I just turned myself onto him. I'm definitely, if they got any vinyl tonight, it's mine. Janka Nabe is badass. I love it. I love it. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm stoked. Really, really feeling refilled and replenished. Thank you so much. So, some music. Right now I'm listening to Minus the Bear. Picked this up a little while ago. Highly Refined Pirates. It looks like maybe it's some kind of reissue or something because it says 2002 and 2011. It's on Suicide Squeeze Records. I like Minus the Bear. I've seen him live, and I just like this kind of. I don't consider this post-punk. Maybe that's what it's considered, but to me it's just kind of angly. Kind of angly with the guitars and woodly. I like that, you know. And the guy's, he sounds stoned the way he sings, which I like. He just sounds, hey, I'm kind of stoned. I picked this up yesterday while I was downtown checking on stuff, and then I thankfully got a chance to play because it's wonderful. George Cable's Phantom of the City. The thing that got me to buy this was Tony Williams on drums. I always want to hear what Tony Williams plays on drums. And you best believe that the smart musicians know to feature Tony, to have him playing on arrangements where you can take advantage of his propulsive powerhouse drumming. And this is a good example. Really nice. George Cables is a great pianist as well. John Hurd on bass, and this is John Hurd's a painting of George Cables on the front. This was a nice find. On Contemporary Records, another good, I'll show it. This is a jazz label that I like. Contemporary. Contemporary Records. Yeah, folks, trying to get back to business as usual. Yeah, this is the BC, you know what I'm saying? But it's real. It's a real thing. It's like, you know, you can't compartmentalize. It all goes together. Last night after Dreama practice, Sam, who's also in Capgun Coup, and they have a new CD out or coming out, be out on vinyl pretty soon. I plan to do a review of it. We'll get a copy from him to review for him. But Sam, who's much younger than me, was asking me about some older bands like the Eiler set, which I don't know about. And then he asked me about the Swell Maps, and I said, "Oh yeah, Swell Maps. I don't have the album anymore. I sold it like an asshole, but I still have the singles." And played the Swell Maps for him last night. And God, this stuff is from 1979 and 78. It sounds like it could have been made today. It's all ramshackly and but this shit is awesome. This, and it reminds me of Captain Coup. They have kind of that kind of in-your-face, really kind of raw, punky, but almost childlike sound. Dresden style. We listen to this. These are originals. I bought them when they came out. I've had these since 1979, whenever they came out. Let's Build a Car. This is the one that we really got off on. Let's Build a Car. Rough Trade number 36. So glad I hung on to these. Sound great. They just sound, it's all, again, like it was recorded in the garage or underneath the steps in somebody's house. I managed to hang on to the 7-inch single that came with the first pressing of their first album. Man, that album is so rare now. But I've still got the single that came with it. This came inside free with the first, I don't know how many of them. So I'm glad I hung on to this. Loin of the Surf, Doctor at Cake, Steven does, and another track. I'm glad I hung on to this. And I have their other one. This is excellent too. English verse, monologues, and real shocks. Swell Maps, great post-punk, ramshackle, kind of like television personalities. I like Swell Maps a whole lot better. Just a quick one about music. Someone asked me about my music from Holland. I told them that would be my next video. I'll do it soon. I've done Holland before, in part. Some of the groups that I'll mention right away that I love are like Super Sister, Robert Janstips, anything he does, Gruppo Sportivo. Culpepper's Orchard is one that I really want to find. Let me just take a look here. I will tell you about some of the Dutch music on my computer that I wish I had on vinyl. I do have a bunch of Kayak, Leve, Mini Pops, Net Nepalis. Astral Traveler just sent me a link to that. These are some other albums I wish that I could find on vinyl. Alcuin, Algernas Tradgard, Bag, Trip Dream. I have Earth and Fire. I've got a couple of their albums. And then Edward Caspel, Legendary Pink Dots are Dutch. I have the Outsiders, CQ. I'll show some of these sometime, but I'm just going to talk for a minute now. Tamalone, Ewis, YWIS, loved it. That's a beautiful album. And I'd love to get some Q65 on vinyl. Wow. You know, Q65. And then a Prague album that I really dig is Salmon, When the Dust Settles. I do have Shocking Blue. I've got Solutions Cordon Bleu album. Of course I have Focus. And Chimera is another one. Bazooka, do you know Bazooka? And Algernas Tradgard. I'll tell you what, friend. I forget who it was that from Holland that was asking me about this music. If you have this music, I'd love to see you do a video, man. That'd be awesome. Okay. Peace, everybody. Family. Family. Friends? No. Family.